Let's talk about this one with Dwayne Haskins, who was drugged, yes, drugged, on the night of his death as part of an alleged, quote, blackmail and robbery conspiracy against the former NFL quarterback, according to a lawsuit filed by his family. Lawsuit filed last month in Broward County, Florida, lists 4 individuals, 2 restaurants, a golf driving range, and a hotel as defendants connected to the alleged conspiracy. Wow, let's talk through it. Haskins was killed April 9th, 2022, after he was struck by a dump truck while he was walking on a South Florida highway. He was 24 years young. Sad, right? Lawsuit also lists the driver of the truck as a defendant, citing his negligent acts as a direct cause of Haskins' death. It is believed that Dwayne was targeted and drugged as part of a blackmail and robbery conspiracy, attorney Rick Elsley said. In fact, his highly expensive watch was stolen from him shortly before his death. And Haskins' widow said that as well. Okay. Toxicology report concluded that Haskins was legally drunk when he was hit by the truck on I-595 in Florida. Separate samples taken from his body had blood alcohol levels of 0.20 and 0.24, which are above the legal limit in Florida of 0.08, almost 3 times as much, right? According to the toxicology report, Haskins also tested positive for ketamine and norketamine, drugs that are used by medical professionals as anesthetics. Oh, that's what my wife uses when she goes to work, but that also have been known to be used recreationally. Medical examiner ruled Haskins' cause of death, multiple blunt force injuries, and the manner of his death as an accident, okay? No charges have been filed. Interesting, a year later. 911 audio from the accident. You can hear his widow at the time talk about it to the dispatcher on April 9th, saying that he was going to get out of his rental car to get gas and would call her back when he returned. She called 911 after she didn't hear back and requested dispatch check on him. Oh, man. The last part about this before we really discuss it is the final crash report released by the Florida Highway Patrol said Haskins was walking on the westbound side I-595 when he entered into the travel lanes and entered into the path of the dump truck, which was traveling in the center lane. Front left of the truck struck Haskins, and the lawsuit alleges that the driver of the dump truck was speeding, driving carelessly, and had a cargo load exceeding the legal weight limit. Wow. I mean, there's not too much more to say to this except what are they going to counter in terms of these defendants and their story, right? Because when you say conspiracy, that means you knew what I was doing and both of us were up to no good, right? The only thing that I have as example that this attached to was a racket that one of my friends hit me to maybe a year or so ago. So now I am not in the spirit of going to clubs for many reasons, right? One, like, look, y'all ain't at the club to dance. Like, I'm a dancer. They call me Big Usher, right? For a reason. I like to go out there with a sweat towel and tear up the dance floor. Y'all been out of that phase. Okay, that's fine. Let's go there and kick it, socialize, talk to my boys, and look at the pretty girls. Y'all don't even do that anymore. You know what y'all do? Y'all be on y'all phones. I have seen countless people, last time I was in the club, on their IG. I'm like, y'all, you looking at people who ain't here and we here. Like, you can post something from here after you take the picture from here by actually being present right here, right? So I'm just not in the spirit of clubs, and there are other reasons as well. One, why am I gonna let this lion out the cage or put the key too close to the cage, as you know what I'm saying? At clubs, 2 o'clock in the morning, I had a few. Oh man, ain't nothing good about to happen from there. I hear Herm Edwards in my head right now. But also this racket my boy taught me about, and he told me that he got caught up in, that he went to Miami, was at a club, and one of the waitresses spiked his drink. He got lit on some of them ketamines or whatever the hell, almost passed out, goes back to the room and dudes were waiting there. Luckily, he didn't pass out, saw that, kind of detoured, went back down to the lobby, etc., and then abort mission. But the mission looked like drugged to, hey, he leaving now, he over here, follow him from here, follow him where he going, and go get him. Now, I heard this a couple other times from some Vegas cats. Cats with names, too, who got caught up in that setup, too. So, you know, I tell my daughter all the time, she's 24, I'm like, you're not that cute anymore for somebody to be like, hey, drinks on me, there you go. You are beautiful, but the drink ain't on him. You buy your own drinks, keep that napkin on top of it, stab it with the straw, sit there, talk to your homegirls. Do not be in those zones. And I know it sounds great and no plan is foolproof. I've been out. I was at that Irish bar, right? St. Patrick's Day. I saw him pour it, but still, the fact is I took drinks from there as well. You just got to put yourself in the best circumstances. All I know from this situation is if it's a conspiracy, wow. Like when I heard the story, Dwayne Haskins, young, passes away, I was like, damn, on the freeway? Oh, and then, you know, you heard the toxicology reports, you just thought, oh, maybe he was just too drunk, didn't know where he was, lost his bearings. But if it's deeper than that, oh man, how devastating is that really to all involved, especially his family, who now are sitting there suffering through the curiosity of what really happened to Dwayne Haskins and what led him to his death. I'll keep you guys posted on this story because, wow, what an interesting plot twist this story has taken.